Go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the LTQ Wrestling Podcast. We're going to be reviewing SummerSlam 2025. It's next weekend. We'll hopefully have this up for the week before SummerSlam. Here's a QJ. Are we excited for the big party of the summer?
Yeah, we ready. I'm ready for it. Hopefully, all these matches really live up to it.
Tears, what about you? How we
Well, first of all, I think it's funny that you didn't catch yourself saying you were reviewing SummerSlam, but we're this is a prediction video
yeah,
over SummerSlam.
yeah. Oh, so let's get into it.
We'll
Go ahead,
feel
Tears.
about it. I was gonna say we'll see how I feel about it. It could go either way. Money in the Bank was kind of Money in the Bank.
Iffy.
Yeah, not know it all. Like, for real. It's hopefully this match card has a lot of potential, in my opinion. We'll see how the matches pan out, how much time they get, all that jazz. Yeah, this is a prediction video. Again, apologies for that. We'll do a review as well, though. Hopefully, it's a worthy review. So let's start off. I'm going to start with the first match: Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. I'm not going to lie, I've been getting tired of how matches have been ending between those two, or not between those two, but just matches they're involved in. CM Punk screwing them 3 times in a row now. It's just like, I don't know. But we got special guest referee Seth Rollins, like, a triple threat, which is interesting.
To be fair, at least conglomerate, like this is the final part of it, hopefully. Like at least
Oh,
now we're having an actual match between the two.
agreed. Yeah. So hopefully there's some good to come out of it. I was not a fan of that Money in the Bank cash in at all. So KJ, we'll start with you. What is your prediction for this match? Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with special guest ref Seth frickin' Rollins.
What do I see happening? I don't know. I guess Drew possibly could win. I see Seth Rollins definitely screwing CM Punk.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, Rollins gonna have some type of involvement for sure. Who wins? I don't really know if it matters right now who wins. I mean,
Right.
I do think Drew's got to win the. I don't know. I mean, it depends how they go with it. But Tears, who do you think is going to win between Drew and Punk with Rollins being involved in it?
I feel honestly it's going to be an accidental screw job for Punk's favor. I don't know why, but I just feel like Rollins isn't going to notice something or his back's going to be turned at the most appropriate time and Punk's going to do some cheeky conniving stuff, which he's been doing this entire time. Like, let's be honest, Punk has been kind of the weasel in this whole feud. So I feel like he's going to do something just to like make Drew mad. Maybe Punk will get him make Drew DQ himself. We've seen people like take advantage of their anger issues. Look at Orton versus Christian in 2011.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. Like, either I could see that happening. Like, for me, I'll go ahead and predict Drew wins. I think Rollins has more beef with Punk. I do think that maybe Rollins actually hits or gets hit by Punk and then he screws Punk, or maybe it just is a no finish. Not really sure how they're going to do this match, but we'll see. Hopefully, it's just a good wrestling match. It's Punk's first pay per view match in like 10 plus years. Hopefully, or yeah, not as well, his first pay
He
per
was
view one on yeah, pay per view one
yeah,
on one.
yeah.
He did compete at the
So I'm
Rumble.
the
So,
only one with Punk here.
what'd you say, too?
I'm the only one that's going for Punk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
only one.
Punk have too much beef. I don't know. I don't see it. But maybe Punk wins. Never know. Could be a non-finish. Even though I don't think they do that, but we'll see. So next match, I can't lie. The last match they had kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. I felt like Braun should have won at the last pay-per-view Money in the Bank. Apparently WWE wants him to win on a bigger show. This seems like the perfect definition of that. So Tears, I'll start with you. Who do you see winning this Intercontinental title showdown between Sami Zayn, the underdog, against Braun Breaker?
I truly believe like Yeah, Braun should have won at Money in the Bank, and this could have been the rematch clause for Sammy. And plus, it would have gone with like the whole promo that Sammy did, to where he was mentioning like he always gets back up. Well, you could have proved that if Braun won at Money in the Bank and Sammy got back up and won his rematch for it. But I guess they didn't want to do that. Even my opinion, big like missed opportunity. But I'm definitely gonna go for Braun because if he loses 2 times in a row against Sammy, that's bad. That's gonna be real bad. And I don't see them like doing that to Braun if he's one of the big four that they want to make.
Agreed. I'm gonna go with Braun too. I feel like it's the perfect scenario. Sammy doesn't really need the title anymore. He's had a good run. He's beaten a lot of big names. So I mean, it's time to pass it on to Braun, see what he can do with the title. So QJ, who do you got winning this match?
I got Braun winning. It'll be crazy if he loses again. I mean, y'all making him, you know, obviously dominant. So he definitely needs to get a win. And yeah, Sammy, he had it long enough. Title reign, like I say, he beating already too much big name people already. So
Yes, we got everybody go with Braun Breaker in that one. We'll see if we all strike out or go 3-0 on that one.
I will
So
be
we,
mad if that's the case.
yeah, hopefully. But next match, we got the other mid card championship. Logan Paul against LA Knight. Yeah, for the United States Championship. And Logan Paul is creeping up the leaderboards of longest reigning U.S. champ, even though he's only defended it twice, which is kind of ridiculous. But that's WWE for you. They apparently love how he's putting more eyes on the championship. I mean, he's a big name, whether you like him or not. So, QJ, I'll start with you. Who do you got winning this United States Championship match between Logan Paul and LA Knight?
I see LA Knight getting that
Yeah.
victory. I gotta go with LA Knight. He got this.
Tears, how about you? How are we feeling about this match and who we see winning it?
I feel like it's going to be LA Knight, but not because he deserves, which he does. It's going to be because there's just too much. If you pay attention to YouTube drama, which I unfortunately do, like there's a lot of beef between with Logan Paul and all his lawsuits. Like the Prime Energy drink just got sued, and Logan Paul is trying to sue CoffeeZilla, which I don't know the whole story about that. If anybody's curious, they can find info for themselves. But I feel like right now Logan Paul, they're not going to give the championship to LA Knight because Logan Paul isn't interesting as U.S. champion. They're going to give it to LA Knight because Paul is just not showing. He's not a good like legal individual right now. Like he's more of a headache and a like problem.
So both going with LA Knight. I'll agree with both y'all's points. I do think what Tears said is going to play a factor. Maybe WWE doesn't care about this stuff, but I mean, if he's having a lot of bad stuff going on, in his personal life or whatever, they might say, okay, let's take you off championship. I'm going to go with LA Knight too because I feel like he really needs his win. He's been, he's obviously still over as hell with the fans, but he needs to eventually win something. I mean, you can. There's always a thing with WWE. Sometimes are they waiting too late or wasting too much time not doing something first? And I hope LA Knight doesn't get to that point. So I feel like it's a perfect opportunity. Put a belt on him, let him run with the title for a while, feud with some heels, and just have a good title run. So I'm gonna go with LA Knight as well. So the
Well,
next
it's
match,
also the fact like Prime. I was going to say like it's just the fact that Prime itself is getting sued, and WWE is all about Prime right now.
oh yeah,
That's
with
why
the
I bring that up too.
yeah, with that on the ring and everything, yeah, it's
Yeah.
not them either. Yeah, let's see if that plays a factor. So next match, not gonna lie, it's probably the match I'm looking forward to the least. I mean, maybe Tiffany Stratton cashes in during this. It seems like she's been involved, so we'll see. We got Bayley, the champion, against Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. Maybe this match will surprise me. I'm just not a big Nia Jax fan. She's hurt too many people. She's just not somebody I enjoy watching wrestle. It's just not hating on her. It's just she's not really one of my favorites, but we'll see. So here's who we have won in this match between Bayley and Nia Jax.
I want to say Bailey because I'm just remembering like the last time we had Bailey versus Nia Jax, it did not go well at all, especially for Bailey. So, plus it doesn't make sense for Nia Jax to win at all. Like, even if Tiffany Stratton does cash in, you're cashing in on Nia Jax. Okay, what credibility is there for that?
Yeah, I mean that's a valid point. Like, I mean Alexa Bliss did it, but it's like that made a little bit more sense. But like, and it was at SummerSlam. No, was it at SummerSlam? Uh,
No, it was at Money in the Bank.
yeah, when Nia and Ronda faced. Yeah. So it was at a big show, but we'll have to see. I mean, I'm going to go with Bailey retains. I just feel like Nia beating her wouldn't really do too much right now. I mean, they're not going to have because we've already had if our predictions come true, two title changes already. I don't see that many title changes happening all on the same pay per view. They got to have a few champions retained. So I think Bailey's going to cash in or not cash in, retain, and then Tiff Stratton. I mean, I just hope they don't do what they did with Priest and have her come out every single week and act like she's cashing. And I really hope they don't do that. They already kind of started at live events and stuff. So Bailey for me. QJ, who we got in this match?
Thinking Bailey. She should retain. Still got to keep an eye out though. But yeah, Nia Jax. I mean, I'm really too much of a big fan of her. Like when you're working with with the superstar stuff like that, gotta still protect them. You know what I mean? Can't be injuring. And
Yeah,
she's
she's had a lot of
really
injuries.
known for that.
Yeah, so the last three we've all had the same prediction, which is interesting.
Hmm.
That's different. So we have one of the
Then
worst.
again,
Oh, go ahead, Tears.
I was gonna say, then again, you got to look at the last two matches and who's a part of those matches. Like, it's really difficult to really see like LA Knight not winning and Bailey losing it.
Yeah, those are. I mean, maybe Logan retains off interference. The only outcome
But
I
by
see. So next match we got the World Championship. This is a match I'm actually looking forward to. It can be predictable in certain aspects, but there are some fans who think Priest is going to retain in this match. I mean, the fans seem like they're getting behind Priest and his face character he's going with now. Him and Gunther actually have a story of Gunther grew up, you know, privileged and he had everything, and Priest fought for everything in his life, came off the streets, all that. I really have been enjoying the promos they've done against each other. So the match build-up's been great. Hopefully the match itself has Priest not almost get seriously hurt or not kicking out or stuff like that. I've enjoyed Priest's work. It's just been unfortunate what's happened to him. But Tears, I'll start with you. Who you got winning between Damian Priest, the champion, and Gunther, the challenger?
I would like to say Bruce because I'm. This might sound. I could get a lot of flag for saying this, but I typically do get flagged anyway. I'm more of a Priest fan than a Gunther fan. I just feel like Priest has more character that's like out of the realms of realism, which I like about my wrestling is like the fact that it can be out of the realm of realistic. But unfortunately, with all the things we know and how things have been going for Priest, I don't see Priest retaining against Gunther. And if he did retain, like, okay, like honestly, the world title is not needed because it seems like Priest is more of like needed for the Judgment Day story, and the title's not needed for that at all.
Yeah, definitely see what you're saying. Like Priest could do other things without the championship, especially when they got, him and Finn having their beef, and you got Rhea Ripley and Dominic and Liv Morgan's story, and then you got, Carlito and JD McDonough also involved in something. So maybe he does something outside of those lines. QJ, who we got in this match? Priest or Gunther?
I have to go for Gunther. I mean, they put this. They had this match happen. I don't see Gunther losing. Again. Uh, both great workers. Honestly, should be match of the night. Um, I just want to see a good show. I mean, a good match here. But yeah, I'm going with Gunther all the way.
I'm gonna go with Gunther as well. And the reason I am because they've been teasing Finn, screwing Priest a lot. I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for either Finn accidentally or on purpose costing Priest to set up their feud. There are fans who wanted to see them face off on this pay per view. I understand it, but Gunther won King of the Ring. He was pretty much already in this match. There was no other way to work around it unless you had somebody else. So I'm going to go Gunther. Him losing at WrestleMania and SummerSlam, the two biggest shows, just would not make sense to me, especially when Triple H loves Gunther. They're trying to build him up as this next great main event star. This is the perfect opportunity to do that. So you have him win. Maybe Priest gets screwed to make him look better, not losing clean. We'll see. But hoping just for a good wrestling match.
I mean, the only thing that I can see that can make this reasonable for him to lose here is if he's winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, like that would definitely make a lot more sense. But like I don't see him losing. And am I a fan of him and Cody both having long title reigns after we just had Roman Reigns champion for 4 to 5? Debatable, but it also makes sense because they're setting up Cody and Rock possibly, and Gunther. Who knows who the hell he's faced at Mania?
Gunther's going to be the tough one to make a long title reign for.
Hell yeah! Like we'll just have to see how they build it up. I mean, Gunther's great. Whether you like some fans ain't a fan of Gunther, but I mean he's great. So we'll see.
Champion. He's got stories.
Yeah, like. So the next match has been one of the biggest stories, if not the biggest story, heading to this pay per view. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. It's been very interesting to say the least. A lot of Liv and Dom stuff. Now Rhea's back, and looks like Dom chose her. Here's who we got in this match: Liv Morgan or Rhea Ripley for the World Championship.
Yeah, I love the fact like we've been predicting that this match would happen for a while now, and here it is happening, and it does tie in also with the Priest and Gunther match as well in an interesting way. Um, I strangely enough, I don't see Rhea Ripley getting the title back. Like putting thought to it, I feel like Liv has something up her sleeve. Like I know we saw like at the Raw clip of Liv going backstage crying her eyes out after what Dominic said, but I feel like that was like fourth wall breaking for the camera on Liv's part. I feel like she has something up her sleeve. I'm enjoying how her character work in this feud because it seems like she's just being conniving, and I'm loving that a lot. So I feel like Liv retained. Do I know how? Not 100%, but she's managing to be doing some crazy shenanigans with Dominic. Maybe she makes it look like Dominic helped her, and it's to trick Rhea Ripley, and where Dominic's gonna be like, I didn't mean to do it, and all that, and Liv is gonna take advantage of that. I feel like that's probably what's going to happen.
Definitely could see that. That kind of goes with my prediction. Is like I saw Dominic smirk at Rhea or at Liv on Raw. He did like a smile and when he was hugging Rhea or whatever. So maybe that's a sign of like we got her. We're gonna screw her now, and they're gonna progress the story. Like if fans think the story ends at SummerSlam, there ain't no way in hell the story's anywhere close to being over. So maybe Rhea wins it down.
It's the best win. Sorry.
Like, no, you're fine. Rhea, we're not sure if she's 100%. They weren't even sure if she's going to be able to be back for this pay per view, and that's why she hasn't really been involved in a lot of physical stuff. So maybe she's still not 100%. Stuff like that could be a factor. So I agree with you. I don't think Rhea's going to win it back yet. Liv's been doing some of the best work of her career. Don't let Cornette fool you. Cornette hates a lot of things. He says Liv's not a very good actress or whatever. Nah, she's done a phenomenal job here. So QJ, who do you have winning between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley?
I see Liv Morgan winning this. Yeah, we gotta, like I said, fans think Rhea gonna win. Two, the story gotta progress. Gotta progress for a while. She'll most likely win later down the line. I'm loving the story. We all love and live. Someone was like, "Oh, how come that could have been me right there in that moment?" It's like I think it could have been all of us in that moment, but I mean, I'm loving it. It's kind of what we need. Uh, yeah, but I'm going with Live all the way. I'm liking what I'm seeing though.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious where this leads after this, because if Liv gets a win on Ripley,
Oh, like what next, right?
then yeah, like that's. I mean, like I'm glad we don't know, but it's just that
Mhm.
food for thought. Is like, where would this go for? I mean, obviously Rhea Ripley's going to want another shot. Like she's going to want to, but I'm just curious, why would Liv give it to her?
Mhm.
Like, if she beats Rhea Ripley, I feel like Liv is going to be satisfied. She did what she wanted to do. Like she prevented Rhea Ripley from getting her title back. So I'm just curious, how is Rhea going to keep getting a chance for the title? Obviously, she could just win a match and get another title shot, but I feel like there's just way too much. Like Finn Balor could probably be a part of this too somehow. How do I know how? Not 100%.
Yeah, a lot could happen. I mean, I do think that's where I don't think this match can have a clean ending. There ain't no way. That's how they set up the rematch. They have like Dom interfere,
Right.
There's too much
maybe.
factors.
Yeah, like there's something that's gonna go on. So I mean, we'll see. I've been really enjoying this rivalry. I think it's interesting. I'm a huge Liv Morgan fan, obviously, so I've just been enjoying seeing her get some love and main event shine. So as obviously her last run had her cash in on Ronda and lose a month later, so that wasn't really anything special. So it's good to see her get at least a solid run with the championship. We'll just have to see where it ends up. So the main event, Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa.
Mm, mm.
I'm not the biggest fan of this being the main event, especially when Solo was on like a 30 match losing streak. I get the storyline perspective of Reigns is going to come back, Jimmy's going to come back, the old bloodline's going to form, all that shit. I get it. But it's like Solo didn't do anything to earn. And he pinned Cody last week or whatever. Like he did do that. But before that, he didn't do shit. He just was like, oh, yeah, I'm the new tribal chief. So I'm going after you. It's like, okay, I guess this is what we're doing. But QJ, I'll start with you.
Can I say?
Oh, go ahead,
Oh,
Tush.
I was just say, like, can I just say a prediction that the fans have been having about this whole
Yeah,
situation? They've been saying like there's a chance that Jacob Fatu will win the title before Solo, and that's going to cause them to break. Is because Solo's going to be mad that Jacob can do what he can't.
that's an interesting theory.
That's
Like,
interesting.
there are a lot of fans who think Jacob Fatu's working with Reigns potentially. So, I mean, I could see it. We'll see. So, QJ, who you got winning this match? Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa.
Cody all the way. I don't see Cody losing. Um, definitely gonna have that long title reign. Uh, yeah, like you said, Solo, he been on a crazy losing streak. Like, what has he done? Really, you know? And then obviously everybody's just really gonna be excited when Reigns come back in the match. And other than that, yeah, that's it. I mean, I see that crowd being a little bit dead during that match.
Definitely a possibility. Like the in ring work,
Mhm.
Cody can work with Solo. I just haven't seen a lot from him to say, yeah, I'm excited for a Solo Sikoa match. Now, maybe this surprises me and they put on a classic. Doubt it, but maybe that's the case. But here's how we feeling about this match: Solo and Cody. Who we having?
Gee, let's see. How about we continue the trend of all choosing the same person besides the first match? I'm gonna say Cody Rhodes. There's no way Solo's winning. I don't think Solo's a big deal, but he's not world champion level yet at all. Like I just don't see it. There's no way Solo's winning. Even like with like all the members of Bloodline helping him, there's no feasible way that I can see Solo beating Cody, and everyone's gonna be like, "Yep, that makes sense." And that's even if not Reigns shows up. Like, I'm not putting all my eggs in the basket that Reigns is gonna show up. Who knows when he will? Um, but there's just, am I gonna say the crowd's gonna be dead for this one? Probably not. Is this gonna be the match of the night? I can't see it happening. I don't even know what I can predict this match of the night, to be honest. But I just don't see Solo winning at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody too. Even though there's a percentage of fans I've seen who think Solo's actually winning this match, they think If you were Roman Reigns, it has to have the title on the line and involve a title, and it's just
If it do, that ring would be worth nothing.
yeah, literally. Like I
Yeah, we both something.
Cody. Like, there's been haters of Cody. I get it, but it's like to have him lose to a guy who's got one win his last 30 matches, 0 sense to me. Like, you shouldn't have just had Styles beat him if you're gonna do this. Like, I, I don't know. I'm going Cody. Like Tier said it before we started, like this looks like a very predictable card in a lot of aspects. I think there's gonna be one swerve on this whole show, but like,
I think it's going to be the Drew and Punk match that gets the swerve, though.
yeah,
That's the
Definitely
one
agree.
match we kind of were like iffy on, and that's because there's once again a lot of variables in it, and maybe the Liv and Rhea Ripley match. I think those are the two matches to pay attention to the most.
oh, absolutely. I think those are probably the two most intriguing, like storyline wise. But other than that, I mean,
It's
I'm
like
just
I
not.
said, it's kind of a very, it's just a safe card.
Yeah, like it's gonna be probably a good show, but it's just like if you watch the shows every week or just know how WWE operates, you kind of see who's gonna win. So we'll have to see. But I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed our predictions for this show. Hopefully, it's a good show. Hopefully, everybody enjoys watching SummerSlam. I usually look forward to SummerSlam. It's WWE's second biggest event of the year outside of
Mhm.
Mania. So hopefully, it's good. QJ or Tears, any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Just looking for a good show, man. That's all.
I'm predicting best match of the night: Morgan versus Ripley.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, they're both very good in the ring. I mean, it's good to see that. So for me, I'm going to predict Priest and Gunther steals the show. I think
Appreciate
that match.
that. Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed watching. Hopefully, our predictions. We'll see how we do. Peace.
Peace.